Hello everyone, Warrior Angel here and welcome back to Total War Attila playing as the Eastern Roman Empire. In the previous episode we continued our campaign against the Sassanid Empire and their puppet states. We have now pushed them to the far corners of the map. In fact, if we pop on here a second we can see the extent of what we've got left to deal with in this area of the campaign. The Sassanid, which I hesitate now to call an empire, has got their one last region here of Harev. Once that's taken, we would have eliminated them from the campaign. I'm a little bit tempted to subjugate them, but on the other hand, I think I feel more comfortable just eliminating them completely. We've also got, in terms of here, Eastern Separatists, on which we actually are on fairly good terms with at the moment, but I have to decide whether or not to keep them, or just eliminate them so we can take the whole province for ourselves. We've also got a Makran spread around here. And got Abishar here and the Afgrids that have spread through here, and while Lazka has sort of split their territory into two, they've actually spread around here with an army actually right outside my settlement here of Gabala. So that's the current bit of the campaign that we're doing with at the moment, is to eliminate this corner. Once that's done, I'm going to send a couple of legions up in north in order to deal with the Afgrids and Abishar. And we'll take some legions down south now. What I would like to do is capture Arabia Phoenix, I'm thinking, for myself. And deal with Riafrib. And down here in Ethiopia with Axum, since I don't think we're on good terms with them. In fact, we can check for ourselves, I think. Diplomatic status. These guys are actually neutral at the moment, but their attitude towards me is a little bit on the negative side. Yeah, so I feel tempted maybe to deal with the Himyar and raise the regions here to the ground, so Nabatea, who's my puppet state and quite likes me, can actually come down and colonize them for themselves, so they have a whole province. So that's my sort of general stuff for the campaign, and then we'll have to be prepared just in case to deal with anything that happens up here. So that's the current thing, but at the moment we've got rebels to deal with as well in the regions because of the fact we've occupied these Sassanid lands. We've got a lot of issues with religion, with instability and so forth, so we're going to have to deal with those. We've got areas of my empire that are quite underdeveloped because I've been capturing these Sassanid territories and I've noticed that they're actually a lot more developed than mine are. So I need to develop them in order to be able to get more money. We've got a lot of stuff to do. In fact, I might have to spend an episode or two in the future just developing up my region so I can get a lot of income coming in. But enough of me talking for the moment. Let's go over and start dealing with some of the issues we can do straight away. So what we got here, we did have, actually, if we remember on the pop-up here, we've got Ragar that in the last episode was sacked by Abishar. So I want to eliminate that army, especially since it's being led by their king. Now I do have an army here, but they seem to be force marching because of that army up here in Gabala. Now to be honest, we're not going to get there in time, so what I could do with this army is first of all just let's attack them. Just push them off.
On the move.
I'll tell you what, let's just go after them completely and eliminate them properly from the campaign. It's going to be a quick auto resolve. We'll just do this. We'll go balanced. Stab him in the head and tear his head off in the process. I love that kill animation. I just like the speed of stab. But the fact that when it tears people's heads off, it makes me wonder like how. Okay,
for battle.
we'll do that. What we'll do now, we'll switch this army back over into force march. And get them heading up now towards Gabala. It's going to take 3 turns. It's unfortunate, but we're not going to get there in time anyway, and they've got a full stack here. So they're going to come down, they're going to attack. And I think we'll just need to go over and take Samadar from myself with this army once we've done that. What we can do then is we had... My Emperor was heading over there, wasn't he? Yes. We'll take the Emperor over here then so we can deal with Abishar and head over towards Haref. So we'll continue with that. We'll move him into Ragar first, just so we can see about dealing with any potential rebellions happening in the area. Because we do have one. Where is the rebellion though? Ah, here it is. Right, in fact, let's be prepared next turn to move them to Gazaga so they can be able to deal with them. Although thanks to us converting over, we actually got an okay garrison at the moment. Not the best, but it's okay. We need to spend some money repairing these. As well, we can demolish that. Do I want to keep the library? It is helping a little bit with my public order thing, and we're getting a little bit more money from culture than if we converted it, so we'll keep it for the moment as ours. I also have to remember we can now get access to onagers because of these buildings. Okay, that's that one dealt with. We've got a rebel army outside Spahan, and because we haven't converted it over yet, and it's going to be quite expensive, I think, to do so. Yes. We need to continue smashing it down, so we'll knock that down, I think, and I can't convert this yet over to one of my own ones, so I would like to build a courthouse in this area, so we're going to... my own sort of courthouse, administration building, so we'll destroy that, we'll capture that. Need to convert this over as well at some point, because the support facilities, so that would be nice. How much is it going to cost though? Where is it? 4,232. Okay, we'll deal with that later. We've got the Assassinate King and his small army surrounded by my legion, so what we'll do, I think, we'll take this down here. We're just going to push them away. I'm going to go after the next turn, but I want to take this army up to Spahan, just so we can be ready to deal with the rebels in the next turn. Now, what we can do then, we take this army from Siraf to go over, kill the king.
Leave none alive.
And then go back to Siraf, because I saw the public order in the area is really bad. We need to really sort that out. Okay, we'll just kill off the captives. Alright, let's bring you back. Yeah, minus 62 and going. We're going to get rebellion happening in like 2 turns the way it's going. Unfortunate, but I have to be prepared. We'll continue demolishing the buildings. Do we want to... well, I might as well just keep the bazaar. I think it's about the same bonuses as if I did it myself. It's very expensive to convert that. What we'll do, we'll build a chapel here so we can start converting the religion over. Bashan, again, we need to, I think, just eliminate these. We can swap this over. Let's go to Scriptorium here. And Bashan, how much is it going to be for this? Public order, I mean, we're plentiful for fertility. Okay, let's just build a colonia here. Hopefully that will help out a bit. And, yeah, I think that's really everything. The other thing I would like to do is, in fact, as well, is looking over... yeah, that was it. I remember I had a feeling we were having public order issues. We're going to have a rebellion taking place pretty soon. Why is that, though? Mainly down to stability. Okay. What I'll do then, I'll head back to my core regions here, my sort of army recruitment facilities, and start recruiting a new, fresh army for us. Oh my god, I can't. You're kidding me. I've got 10 armies in the field already. What? I know we've got 2 back up by my borders with like the Picts and that. Where are all my armies? 1 second. Okay, let's just see, we've got this army.
Ready for orders.
That army.
Service.
Okay, priest, fair enough. Why? Okay, you guys are doing Matha. Well, yeah, I'll keep them okay, because they're at least doing a little bit of something for the public order. Okay. Okay. We've got this army. What are you doing? You're actually not doing much. So I'll tell you what. Let's just disband this army. Thank you for all the pop-ups. There we go. That's actually... public order is still fine. Okay. I just want to check out, because we seem to have armies around that I'm not actually using or even aware of, it seems. Okay, you got this army that is recently thing, and they're suffering from attrition because... or they can't replenish because they're thing. Okay. That army, that's fine. I knew about that one. We've got this one army then down at the Sahara, and it's actually still -3. 1 second, why is it? Ah, religious differences. Latin Christianity is going up. Osmosis and local traditions. This is going down. Okay, we need to spend... I'll tell you what. We've got a lot of things here that need to be converted, especially given the fact that we've got this very infertile soil. I'll tell you what, how much is it going to cost? It's actually fairly cheap. I'll spend some of my money here on that. Well, that means we can't build a church. I'll tell you what, let's drop Sidimus and upgrade the church. And I should just about leave me enough money then to be able to recruit a new general back in this territory. Although, what I'll do actually, I'll leave it for this turn, because then I can get my little bonus to my interest in my treasury.
Ready for battle.
General? Okay, you're the one who's heading up towards the Gabala. Okay, you're a good defender. What we'll do is give you infantry commander and logistician. Increases my cunning. Yeah, I think that'll do nicely. Okay, let's just end the turn. There we go. So what I need to do check next turn, if I can't do it already. No, I can't. What I'll check next turn then is just to see how all my provinces are doing in terms of like public order and that. And we'll have to spend some time and some money perhaps to see about sorting those out, because I actually forgot all about Sahara and the fact that we still got places there that haven't been converted over or developed. Really need to go back and sort that out a little bit. Okay. But also, actually, while I remember, guys, for those of you that may be following my Age of Petty Kings hot seat, where I've been playing as House of Rin and going up against the other YouTubers, I've actually now been eliminated from the campaign. I got the news yesterday that I've been eliminated. Berry Knight decided enough was enough, and he decided to take my last two provinces. It's a shame though, but it has left Lord Arston, my faction leader, pretty much as a rebel leader of sorts, which I like to think he's going to be causing some trouble for them. Although Berry Knight has said to me he's planning to bribe him in order to get him to join the faction as a general himself. Oh well, one of those things. Okay, so what we got here, the Afghans of Tat Gabala. Okay, the army is composed mainly, it seems, of mercenaries and a number of onagers. We haven't got enough forces though to hold them. We've only got these two armoured legio, and while I would bet on them against, if I had more of them, I would bet on them against this army. Yeah, it's not going to happen. We'll just have to auto-resolve and be prepared to come up and attack them next turn. They could just smash aside my... They'd just smash aside my armoured legio with the onagers if they wish, to let along all the other troops. So, yeah, we'll just have to take... Although luckily they've... Oh good, they haven't actually... Oh, they've... Oh, you bastards! You're going through my territories like anything. Again, I can't... No, I don't think I'd be able to hold them. I mean... Yeah, I need a lot... I feel... I don't know, should I risk it? Because, I mean, if we eliminate their general... I mean, they've got these Armenian spears. They've got a lot of mercenary things and horsemen and that. And I could use my horsemen perhaps to eliminate the onagers. Kill off their general pretty early on, and then it might make the others tread, but... Again, I don't feel comfortable. I could probably... Yeah, what I'll do... I'm going to fight this out. Because what I plan to do, at least, is cause as many casualties as I possibly can on the enemy army. So if I keep my troops in the centre, allow the towers to do some damage, be prepared to eliminate the enemy cavalry with my spearmen, and keep my armoured legio in defensive testudo, stationary testudo, sorry, thing, I would bet on my swordsmen and that against any of the enemy's main infantry. We'll keep him in testudo to keep him away from the enemy missile fire, although they got javelins, which are pretty effective against armoured troops like mine. Spearmen could deal with the horsemen, and my horsemen should deal with them with the onagers. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not that optimistic, to be honest with you, but at least I'll be able to hopefully cause enough casualties, so when my reinforcing army comes up, we'll be able to deal with them then. And not take so many casualties from there, because we'll need that to go up there and take the Afghan territory that they've taken from us. So, at least we can barricade one part of the map. Okay, so they split the army into 4... Oh god, this is going to make it even more difficult. We've got 4 areas they could possibly come from. Crap, okay. Let me see, they've got this is my sort of main bit. I could probably hold here reasonably well. Okay, what we'll do... Yeah, what we'll do... Let's just try and channel them a little bit if we can, down towards the areas I know they can go. So what we'll do, we'll just deploy what barricade there. Really, there's not really anywhere else useful we can go. So what we'll do, we'll deploy the spearmen in front. Okay, we'll just deploy them straight across here. Because they haven't got a missile attack, so we'll just deploy them like this. The Legio can form behind. I might get them up on the wall just so we can do a bit of missile fire. And then, where are their onagers all stationed? The onagers are all around here. Okay, what we could do is possibly hide them just behind this wall, and then when the enemy comes in we can attack their onagers from there, although they have onagers on this side as well. They do have one there. Okay, it might be better to take that onager out on the left and then swoop around and take the ones on the right. Yeah, I think that would be better, just because... yeah, so we'll do that. The enemy's probably going to start the battle. Enemy's probably going to come in through this bit here. Okay. Yeah, I want to go after this onager because they're going to be close enough by. They can actually attack my troops here. Whereas the other ones are going to have to march all the way across the map, the town basically, to get into range. So I can hopefully be able to get their infantry away from it in order to be able to attack. We'll keep the equites here until the decisive moment to strike. We'll keep them there ready to use their missile fire. Attack them, and then we'll just put them back here and put them into the studio formation.
The odds are against us. We are outnumbered.
Let's fast forward this a little bit, just in case that makes any difference to the speed of the battle. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time doing this.
Of that tower now.
Right. I could actually go after these guys, but at the same time, I want they're obviously staying close by, supporting one another. I just want to be able to come up, swoop on by in order to take out the onager crew. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go now. Okay, and then we can swoop around then and attack the onager crew from this side. And then be able to come in and sort of support the line then, as and when we can. We're going to start taking missile fire, it seems. Okay, my troops are still heavily armoured. What we'll do, let's just switch you back over to this. See if you can you actually reach them from where you are? Yes, just about. Okay.
Blast! A fire has started among the houses.
Alright, let's make sure we can drive them off. They've decided to move these out against me, which is quite unfortunate, but we'll just have to accept that. We're gonna get them to shatter. There we go. Okay, what we'll do now, we'll bring just a wide bit in order to come over here now and take them out. If we can draw their archers away, then even better, but I think we're pretty okay.
Barricade! The enemy is attacking the barricade!
Okay, can we take... Are you doing any more missile fire against the enemy troops or not? No, you're just taking fire. Okay, let's put you guys up here for the moment. Enemy generals about to charge into my spear line. They still manage to smash their way through. Tell you what, let's just do this. In fact, can we actually help them out a bit? Okay, how are you guys doing? Okay, you're marching over.
Reached the walls.
Okay, still taking missile fire though. Why are you taking missile fire? I'm guessing it must be from the onagers maybe trying to attack, or maybe one or two men still got caught behind. Okay, if we can, without causing too many casualties, let's pull my Legio back. Combat's still fairly even. I'm hoping to be able to kill off that enemy general. Okay, we took 2 casualties, that's okay. What we'll do now, we'll charge them back now against them. Okay, you guys, I want you to go and take out the onagers, so head over there. please. Okay, how are we doing over here? Okay, we've got this unit of mercenaries to basically run her off. Very, very good. The Dalamite warriors, I believe, that actually were in the previous battle we fought with the this Afgrid army before, have managed to come back, it seems. Okay, you guys have been smashed by these onagers, it seems.
The men have thrown down their
Crap!
weapons and
We
are
didn't get there
fleeing.
in time. Okay, if we can, hopefully they'll come back, and then we'll be able to maybe try and... There we go. Okay. I'll tell you what, loose formation, try and spread out the damage a little bit. Okay, they've still got something coming ready over to deal with us. Alright. Okay, put you guys back into this formation. Enemy general has been killed.
Is dead.
Okay, we already got some enemy shattering because of this. Yes. Excellent news. Okay, we can come down. Let's come down with our Legio, because the Legio should be able to take out all the enemies in this area pretty well. In fact, let's focus you first of all on our bridge there. You guys have managed to shatter them. Okay, come in now and start eliminating the rest of the enemy's onagers. Not sure what we can do next with these guys, because they haven't got enough power to really charge in and help too much against the enemies, but we can maybe get them to start chasing away the enemies' units that are shattered, just so we can eliminate as many of them as possible from the... Okay, that's it. Shattered. Excellent news. Okay, we want you to charge now into this onager crew and just eliminate them. How's it going over on this flank? We do have this slight issue with horse archers attacking us, but that's okay. Right, we don't want spearmen coming in, we want you guys to charge in. Okay. I'll tell you what, you guys charge back down towards the middle. What we can do then, we can start catching their enemy infantry as they're coming down through the main streets, and be able to at least hopefully eliminate a whole bunch of them in return. Okay, you guys need to start pushing out against the enemy's forces. The Armenian spears in particular, I wouldn't mind eliminating. They brought in their skirmishers because they're losing more and more troops to using up their missile fire. What I would like is these guys to get involved as well, because they've run out of missile troops. Okay. No, there's no point going after the nobles, since we've killed their general. It's just going to be gone from the campaign as a result. Okay, you guys come in and deal with them. This has actually gone surprisingly well. I'm not going to... what's the word? I'm not going to jinx myself by saying that, but so far, considering we've managed to kill off the enemy general, we've managed to drive off a large portion of the enemy's army, we've just got a few more people to deal with. Let's pull you guys back a moment, so we can focus on getting a charge back in and trying to do some more extra damage against them. Okay, let's charge you guys back in again. The men are wavering. Why? You guys should not be wavering. There. That's better. You guys should not be wavering when you're there killing troops running away. There's no reason for you to be wavering right now. Okay, we've got more troops starting to waver. Come on. That's it. Break. Break. Break, you bastards. There we go. I was wondering why we weren't getting much battle sound. It's because I've got it going on fast forward to try and speed up the battle a little bit. Not that it's actually doing much, it seems. Okay, what may help is, as much fun as my skirmishers, my scout equites are having up here against the enemy troops, it could be a good idea to just bring them in. If their morale is this low already, let's just bring in the... Oh, there we go. They're starting to shatter. Let's bring my equites in now to sort of No, let's just go in and start killing them off, I think. Okay, you guys need to start heading down in order to attack their skirmishes. This way, please. Okay, I'm not sure why my equites decided to go that way, but it's okay. What we'll do instead, let's actually do this. Okay, let's bring them back. What we're going to do, I'm going to draw them back. If they want to raise their missile fire on me, so be it. No, don't shatter, just focus, kill off them instead. What I'll do, guys, I think I will actually see about skipping the rest of this battle, because unless I really lose, what's going to happen now is the enemy's going to use up the rest of their missiles on my people, which, thanks to me being in Testudo, at least when these guys get back, will prevent them from doing too much damage. And then, as you can see, then they're just going to charge in like they've done with this unit of bowmen, and that should make things a bit easier for us then for... In fact, the main thing we're taking from, it seems, is actually there. So if I just spin my troops this way a second, we should be able to take that missile fire a little bit better as a result. Okay, Equites, continue to take out their infantry, please. It's another unit about to run away. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you guys back on the campaign map in a second. So here we go, guys. We had a close victory, although I felt it should have gone a lot more than that. We managed to kill 814 of the enemy, eliminate a number of their units, not all of them unfortunately, but at least a few. Especially one of the onagers. I could have just spent more of the battle chasing down people, but I just didn't have the patience, to be honest. But we will take on their warriors, get 16% replenishment back, and they're going to take a turn of attrition because of them marching around in the snow. Even better, as far as I'm concerned. Makran seems to be taking an army then towards us as well. That's something to bear in mind. The Africa, I'm a little bit disappointed. I have set that Afgrid army as a war target, and so far none of my puppet states seem to want to come in to help too much. Oh, that's some good news. It seems the Sassanids took in a agent of theirs, Morella, and made us come down and attack my priest, but he suffered a critical failure and was wounded. That's pretty cool. The Markmans have been defeated. Gabala's been sacked. The Afgrid's king's been killed. All this news. Oh, we can actually get 2 new armies now. My Imperium has been risen to terrifying. How cool is that? We've got Consumption still. Persa's about to rebel. Osman's about to rebel. All my places are beginning to rebel. Okay, right. Let's sort this out. First of all, let's take the Legion here to kill off the rebels outside Spahan. Oh, they've got access to large onagers. That is something I really dislike about the rebel armies in Attila, is that they can get access to troops. Like, these are supposed to be people risen up in your area, so how comes they can often get troops? Like, I can't recruit large onagers, the Sassanids can't recruit large onagers, or anyone else. So why is it that the rebels are able to pick up large onagers? You know, we haven't even got the technology for them. So yeah, sometimes I wonder, like, I don't quite agree with sometimes of how they've decided to sort of get access to the troops that they do. But at the end of the day, I suppose it's not really my place to really argue, is it? Okay, let's demolish that. But yeah, I'm just a bit disappointed. I would have preferred to have seen something better, or at least make it so whatever happens in the region depends very much on your own troops, you know? Okay, well, actually what I'm going to do, let's dismantle that. I want to really get public order, me and religion sorted in this area as quickly as possible. So what I would like to do is swap this around, so get workshops going in Solsa and a religious building here in Spahan instead. What can we do now with this army? We're about to have rebellions happening down here, so let's go down to... bring the army down here to Susa, so it's in a position ready to help with any rebellions that do take place.
At your command.
Stack here. Let me see what we can do about you. We want... Let's get a capital so we can get some more extra good religious buildings things going. And we need... Let's go for waterworks as well so we can get that sorted out. We'll continue to demolish this because we need access to fields at some point in this thing. Yes, I saved the money for the moment, I think. Okay, Susa... No, Mashan. You're the other one I was about... Were you the other one I was about to rebel? Okay, what we got here? Scriptorum going. No, let's knock that down still. Okay, let's see. How much money are we making from this? 350, 200... I'll tell you what, let's make a tanner here. Okay. So we've got the army here sorted. We've got this army at Mashan ready to... In fact, no, where were we about to rebel? Sacked, demolitions, all done, attrition, Imperium. Imminent rebellions. Here we go. And we've got food shortages as well to prepare. Cappadocia. Okay. Let's just check these out. Cappadocia, we've got food shortage. That seems to be mainly because we've got this unit of Lugians raiding outside my territory. Okay, what we'll do? Well... Got 8 at the moment. I'll tell you what, let's spend 4 here. We'll just get some more fields going at the moment. That will be done quickly. And Armenia, you're having problems because of Gabala being sacked, I'd imagine. Yes. We need to repair these. Knock down that. And let me see. Governor's house or banking house? I'll tell you what, let's just make a governor's house so we can get the extra public order coming in, because minus 35 at the moment, thanks to the instability. Not good. Okay, we've got rebels at Gansiga, we've got armies kind of all over the place. Okay, you guys come over here and get in. Can you not reach Gansiga at time? No. Is Gansiga... That's got a reasonable army at the moment, so we could be prepared to at least hold them if we need to. Let's just prepare these.
Ready for orders.
Okay, I'll tell you what, let's force march you guys into Gansiga, ready to go deal with that. Emperor, you're in a position now ready to head over to deal with Abashar.
Laying siege to the settlement.
Okay, where's the other army?
Commander.
Okay, actually I could have done better if I took the army up here, because at the moment we've got a big problem with thing, and if they take any more of my settlements then I'm not going to be happy, but I can't. Damn it. Okay, let's come back over here a second. Let's focus on what I can do. I don't want to build up a new force, especially now that we got... my Imperium has gone up. So, what we got? We've got a merchant, we've got a scholar, who is +1 to 40, -2 cunning. No thank you. Let's recruit a new one. We've got marksman, master planner. Ooh, extra cunning, always nice to get. And we get the Legion back. Let's give you the Palatina Cavalry Guard.
Ready for orders.
There we go. So, what we can recruit from here. Infantry barracks. No, Synod. Yeah, infantry barracks.
At your command.
So we can get Numoy, Eastern things. Okay, we need 4 spearmen to start with. And I'm just going to queue these up a bit. So I've been liking the Eastern Armoured Legio so far, although I do have an objective, if I remember right, to pick a particular unit. Palatina, Elite Palatina, Protectoris de Medici, and we've got 3 more units. Okay, I'll tell you what. So we need 3 more units of these. We'll take 3 of these, and 1 of these. For the moment, that gives me a 6, 8, 9 units so far. Okay, we'll keep that. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do before we end the turn then is, first of all, let's sort out technology. No. Food Emporium. Tier 4 buildings. Let's get... We haven't got 10,000 for that. Let's get this one. As much as tempting as it is to get this, now we'll go and start working a little bit on the civil side, get commerce law sorted. The other thing is just to check out the provinces so far, because wowzers, we've got some problems. Okay, let's sort by public order. Let's see. Persis is quite low at the moment. That's the one that's about to rebel, but we do have an army at Sirath, and we got forces, wall settlement a stack here. Okay, but that needs to be sorted out, and we've got food problems, so that's something I'll have to change that over next turn. Osvian, Odessa, you're about to rebel next turn as well. Did I have an army on its way over there though? No, I don't. Yes, I do, but you guys have got like 3 different things I've been wanting you to do, so that's not going to help out too much. Okay, Raven Phoenix, you're low, but you're actually getting up higher. That's okay. You're low, but going up high. Pannonia, you're -2. Why are you -2? Mainly down to religious differences. It's slowly continuing to go up, so hopefully it will sort itself out in a turn or two. Let's see. This one's fairly neutral at the moment, which is good. Gyptus has got. That's always going to be an issue. Spahan. Again, you're going up now quite a bit thanks to the fact that we've sorted out the rebellion that's taken place. Armenia, you're going down, probably because of the... Oh, no issues with stability, it's mainly down to immigration. Okay. And Caucasia. Oh no, shouldn't this be the... Okay. Yeah, we're going to have major issues here thanks to the attacks by the Afghids. So we just have to be prepared. They're probably going to try and attack us again at Kabbalah next turn. Unfortunately, if they do, my garrison... Oh, actually, my garrison's, just because it's been upgraded, is now back to full strength, and we can actually deal with them. Cool. Okay, so I'm not too concerned about that now. So yeah, we do have a few areas we need to start focusing on if we want to start sorting out public order and start stabilizing the region a bit more. We do have... we do have governors in certain areas, it seems, so I may have to rejuggle them about, especially to make sure we keep getting lots and lots of money from the areas thing. Like, here's actually our biggest money-making place at the moment, is Insula Orientalis, with roads and that, which is quite interesting considering I don't actually have much, but it's probably because of the jetties and that. So again, might want to spend some money here. Egyptus is doing okay as well. Spahan is making a nice sum of money. Okay, let's just sort this out next turn. We can still issue a provincial governor. Okay, I did say I want to... Let's pop here a second. It is the region, in fact, of Spahan. Okay. I'll give Spahan just because then we can ensure that we should have a nice bit of income coming from that place. Which one of you guys was a merchant? Okay, what are you? You're a merchant, trustworthy, good looks, but your 14 is absolutely crap because you're blind. Of course. Okay, Lucius, what about you? You're a reasonable researcher, your cunning is not the best, the 40 is going to be thing. But it's okay, it's just leaves him at neutral. Okay, Lucius Crispus, you have now the proud governor of Spahan. And we're going to give a edict, because what's the main issue at the moment? Religion is not too thing, although we are going to be going up quite a bit. What we'll do is, let's see, public order increase +4. Food is fine. What we'll do, we'll get divine liturgy so we can just start developing that out a bit more. There we go. Time to see now what everyone else is going to do. It's a shame that I've spent more time actually just sorting out the problems and actually doing any attacks against the Sassanids and their puppet states. Quite annoying, but one thing I've been considering, perhaps, is if once I've eliminated the Sassanid Empire faction itself, then I could do one of two things. I could either take the settlement myself, and then that leaves all their puppet states as independent kingdoms. So I can maybe start pursuing peace with them one by one. So for example, Makran here, I may not have to necessarily fight them if I can get peace with them. But I could also then subjugate them, and I don't know if it still works if by subjugating the Overlord you get all their puppet states and client states and what have you subjugated as well for you. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure.
Perhaps, in your wisdom, you might find time to attack these people, as long as your plans are not harmed.
Now here's something I've actually been thinking about as well. Because of the way the whatchamacallit, for the Supreme Victory, I need to have so many provinces, but those don't necessarily have to belong to me. They could belong, I believe, to my military allies and my puppet states. So the rest of the Roman Empire is still going fairly strong. It's still got a number of territories, and they're actually the second strongest faction in the game at the moment. So if I can get these as a military ally, the way I see it, they're already at war with so many factions anyway. They're not going to draw me into too many other wars apart from the occasional one with the Picts or what have you. But what it does mean then is if they lose territory, then I can just come in and take it myself. But if they manage to stay strong, and especially as I might see about taking out these regions first, so we can sort of just dominate all of this as part of the Eastern Roman Empire, then they could maybe start expanding out, and that will give me more territory. So while I'm going to refuse your offer, what I will offer them instead is a military alliance.
With such an arrangement,
There we go. Just a little bit thing, because the issue with taking more and more provinces myself is that my corruption level is going to get higher and higher and higher. Now I can offset that a little bit by giving the right governors to the wealthiest places I've got. So I can make sure then that all those... Ooh. Again, these guys have attacked... Oh, they got a new king. They've got... Okay, what I could do... What I'm going to do, guys, in fact, I'm going to save the episode here. But next episode, what we'll do is start things off and just eliminate this army. We've got... This army was able to hold off against a larger force than this before. So if we keep to the same tactic as before, we'll be able to defeat this army, or at least drive them down so badly that my reinforcement army can come in and just kill them off, or even just make it so the garrisons can be able to hold off pretty well against them in the future. But that's going to happen in the next episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed it in the meantime. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time, guys. Goodbye for now.